Hello friends, I'm Michael Kingswood. I write fiction for fun and profit. Before we get to today's show, we have to do one thing real quick, and that's a little spot from our sponsor. Fortunately enough, our sponsor is me. Hey friends, I've got my hair down, so it's time to do some more music. Earlier today I did a live stream to pimp the Kickstarter campaign that we just talked about a second ago in the intro, and I pointed out during that live stream that, hey man, I discovered that my favorite band Nightwish put out another single. And since I am taken to checking out stuff that my favorite bands put out and letting you guys observe me as I do that, I figured we'd do another reaction to the latest Nightwish song. Since, you know, I love them. You know that I love them. I love that you know that I love them. You know what I mean. Anyway, so apparently this one is called The Day of ... They put it out on their channel a few days ago. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. I've been sort of saving up. Also been doing other things. And so happy to check it out now. The first thing I ever did as far as a music reaction thing on this channel was another of their songs, the first new single they put out from their new album a couple months back, and since then I've done a few more things. Reactions to music isn't my primary thing. This is story time with Michael Kingswood, not music time per se. I do love music though, grew up playing music, can play the violin and guitar, and can sing a little bit. Never had training at singing, but training at both of those stringed instruments at least. And, you know, so I figured, hey, what the heck, I'd start getting into reacting to it a little bit, because hey, it's fun. And, you know, expose myself to new stuff from people that I like, or new stuff to people I don't know. And, you know, maybe have another way to expose you, fine people, to me and my writing, because the whole point of this channel is to pimp my books and my writing in order to make money. And have fun at the same time. Hence the reason why we're pimped to that Kickstarter. The Kickstarter that I talked about at the beginning is almost done. It's done tomorrow at noon Pacific. It's going gangbusters. We're met 7 times the initial goal that I put out already. And we got 16 hours left as we're recording this. Maybe, we'll hopefully go further than that. Regardless, it's been great. You should go check it out after we check out this new song by my boys and girl over there from Finland and elsewhere lately, but you know what I mean. Alright, so the day of, let's check it out. Here we go.
A new virus has now been discovered. You may be infected by mundane groceries.
In an unprecedented turn of events, astronomers have recalculated the flight
Several people have been evacuated from the site, but approximately
skies are humming, Armageddon second coming, war of the worlds, the end of history. Take shelter, floods are rising, the wrath of thunder is drumming, end of days for mankind and for your kin. Fill those empty moments, fear more, in this grave new world of 84, fast death, last breath, AI to kill us all.
Yes, we must panic. Panic, people. How dare we not panic? Whoa.
Same old story, cow before a cow.
was kind of missing Empu so far in this song, so glad to hear him. That's a little more like I'm used to. Yeah.
It's a long road to a dream world, all the pain and suffering to feel for. It's there, but yours is an empty summer.
Made up the sun
Yours is an empty suffer?
that was flying.
Kind of riffing off Empty Hope. Got it.
I need to feel dragged through all a lustful, never-ending downpour. A magic evil walks among us. Stay awake, cover up. Fear the words that feed, feed the young breeze. Hide the unshut guns, the end is fear. We are the stockings of your junkyard. The innocent diamonds unscarred. The moment of our lady. So many times past that we are the stockings of the junkyard. The innocent diamonds unscarred.
Riffing off the NPC myth there. NPC meme there, huh? Makes sense, considering the song's topic. Okay then, so that was the day of. Interesting. I had several different thoughts on it. The vocals obviously were great. There's definitely they were. It's funny, the second song of theirs I did a reaction to was my favorite song of theirs, "Rest Calm," and great vocals in that too. And just they had child choir going there for a while, and part of that, just like they had in the chorus for this one, which works pretty well and a lot of times. But I think I liked "Rest Calm" is still my favorite, just because of the heaviness juxtaposed with the softness and the dynamics of it. This one, was mostly to me felt mostly orchestral. Had some really good, Empu had some good chug and riff work in the middle there. But it felt like more pop and more orchestrally, kind of more, I don't know if I'd say easier to play on the radio, or almost like a stage kind of thing. Not saying that it's bad. I dug it, and I like the imagery, and obviously the message of it was right up my alley. It's like, hey, stop falling for all the fear mongering, right? Riffing off of the NPC meme of we must all line up, but where they tell us to line up, because they've told us to line up that way because they told us to, and which is not an unusual thing for Thomas's songwriting. I mean, they talked about. I mean, if you go back to they riffed all the lyrics off of "Yours Is an Empty Hope," right? Which was talking about internet trolling back in 2015 when he wrote that. And then Noise was a similar thing. And the last album, get rid of the brainwashing, take off the damn thing and look around. There's a beautiful world out there, but you don't see anything except for the electronic noise that's pumped into you. And it seems like a similar theme going on here, except the Noise in that video definitely was portrayed as sinister, but not in the same way that they portray the constant fear mongering as sinister, almost demonic, from the way the imagery of the people and the how it was done. Portrayed it much more sinisterly even than Noise. Like Noise, it seemed like it was like you're trapped, but it's something you sought out. Whereas this one, it's just like you're just trapped, and you will, you know, fist up because we told you to. And so, like, it's iconoclastic in that sense, because the general tenor of the day these days is, you know, if you're not fearing one thing, you're fearing something else, and it's all just a means of control, right? We've always been at war with East Asia, and it sort of is true. Back in the way things are going these days. I mean, I often say, you know, 1984 was a warning, not an instruction manual, but yet these days it's like people on all sides, but you know, some sides more than others have cracked it open. It's like, oh, what Orwell told me we should do. Let's do that. That seems great. Which I guess would be great if your objective is totalitarian control of everything, which it seems to be that some people have that as a goal, but that's not. Well, I guess kind of is what this song is talking about. If you look at the lyrics and look at the imagery that they used in their video. So in that sense, I dug it. I wish it had been more heavy. Right? It's well constructed, all that stuff, but man, I wish it was more heavy, more energy to it. I mean, there's energy to it. But I can't put it on the top tier of favorite stuff from them because of that. But it is what it is. Still like them, still love them. Still looking forward to the rest of their album. Still looking forward to seeing them when they come through again. I guess they announced a while back they're not going to be touring on this album. Who knows if that, how long that not doing it's going to last. I mean, they've been doing a lot of work the last several years. I'm sure they need a rest. And, you know, newborns and all that sort of thing to deal with. I guess we'll see. But yeah, looking forward to the next one. Whenever they, I guess the last single they released was 2 months ago. So this is, I guess they'll probably do another one in a couple months, and then at some point they'll release the whole thing here later on this year, I think is what they said. So look forward to getting it all. So that's gonna be great. But I think I've babbled enough. Thanks for dealing with me babbling. And now you should definitely go over to michaelkingswood.com/ICNkick. Uh-oh. Dog's barking. And you better go check out that Kickstarter. As I record this, it is 7:45 p.m. on Monday, the 19th of August, Pacific time. The campaign goes until noon Pacific time tomorrow, the 20th. So you've got about 16 hours or so to go check it out. And if it looks like what I'm selling there is something you dig, go check it out. It's military science fiction written by a 20-year Navy veteran. That would be me. I know the hair doesn't look like I'm a Navy guy anymore because I'm not. I'm retired. But I got a broad cross section. I was a submarine officer, but I got a broad cross section of what the Navy, the U.S. Navy specifically, does. And I have, obviously I write fantasy and science fiction books, and so I like reading that stuff. But I've always been a little discontent with some of the Space Navy stuff out there because it sometimes doesn't feel like Navy people. So I decided to write one myself that feels like Navy people. To me, at least. People have read the first several chapters of it because I gave away little samples leading up to this campaign, and great reviews so far. And the campaign's going gangbusters. So we got a few more hours to close it out with a bang, and I hope you'll join me on that. If you don't want to do that, definitely make sure you subscribe here to the channel. Don't always do music stuff. Most of the time I'm doing stuff related to writing. I read stories every Saturday called On Story Saturday. As a means of A, getting good audio to make audiobooks from, B, a third or fourth or fifth or whatever round of editorialist stuff, because you write stuff and you have people edit it and you edit it again, and then you read it out loud, and sometimes you find errors you never saw before. And then the other reason, of course, is to entice people to say, hey, that guy, I like his stories. Let's go check it out. And you come buy books. You can buy books at michaelkingswood.com/store. It's the best place. michaelkingswood.com/books2. Read the number 2 will get you to other places you can buy books. The first one is directly to my store, so I get more money. The second one is to all the retailers out there. And come by a story Saturday. We'll read a story. This week we're going to be reading one from a collection of short work that I did last year. And this story that we're going to do today, this week rather, is called Sebastian's Inferno. If I remember right, it's kind of a supernatural, crimey kind of thing. It's been a while since I've actually read it, so be looking forward to it. I will see you then. Until then, don't do anything I wouldn't do.